Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be looking at Fantom and we'll be discussing its current trajectory. I think FTM is one of the most interesting coins to look at in terms of price action, and I'd like to elaborate on where I think it's heading in the next few weeks. So briefly, 2022 was pretty much FTM's worst year. They first had their main dev, Andre Cognier, calling it quit and leaving the project, and it took a worse turn afterward. FTM had indeed a horrible performance as it lost 95% of its value in 2022. This year, however, has been much more interesting. We have started it strong as we went from 20 cents to our current local top at 65 cents in just a month. From there, FTM started cooling down again, and it was time to liquidate the high leverage long positions and punish the late buyers. For the past few months, we've mainly been trading in the same range between the 53 cent resistance and the support, with one exception here. The problem we have right now is that we are below the support. We have unfortunately fallen below it not so long ago after holding it for a very long time. You can clearly see how we spent 2 weeks moving sideways in the same spot, barely doing anything, which demonstrates how meaningful this level is. As long as we are below it, the trend doesn't look good, and the odds of us heading lower in the next weeks to retest this support increase the longer we remain below this level. This area, by the way, is one of the most important levels in our chart. We've touched it here briefly. We've also bounced off it at the start of this year amid a retracement, and if we go back in time to last year, we can see how many times we've treated this level as an area of interest. It was clearly a support in here and also here when we first crashed down, and it also played a crucial role as resistance. This displays that the 30 cent area is the next area of interest, and it's where we will most certainly of course, see higher interest and a lot of bidding, which makes me think that we will sooner or later see another retest down there. Also, if we open up the bull market support band, we come up with something really interesting. So this band, which is formed by the 21 EMA and the 20 SMA, is a decent indicator to comprehend the trend. Whenever we are above it, we are technically in an uptrend, and the trajectory is to the upside. Whenever we are below it, we are usually in a bearish phase, and it tends to be better to wait for the trend to reverse before entering. For the entirety of last year, Fantom has trended below our indicator, signaling a bearish trend and a downward trajectory. This year, we've had a shift in the momentum. And as you can see, when Fantom broke above the bull market support band at 28 cents, it rallied much higher. The problem is that we are struggling to remain above this level as we speak, and falling down again below this model, which is the case, isn't what you want to see. Falling down below the bull market support band is a bearish sign. It's an indication of weakness, and so if Fantom can't manage to trend up high again and reclaim it, that would mean that we're not over yet with the bearish trend. Before we wrap things up, I would also like to go over the KDJ to have a better insight into the momentum. So on the 3 days time frame, we could see that the K and D lines, orange and blue, are still falling down. The black line is also below 20. This signifies that we have a bearish momentum. As long as we don't have a bullish cross like this one where both lines start heading towards the upside, racing towards the upside, with the black line shooting up high, we can't really talk about a bullish trajectory and a shift in the trend. Some would tell you that the black line is overextended down, meaning that it's safe to buy in now. And although that might be true sometimes, it's not always the case. Back in here, for instance, the black line was at a very low level. It was overextended down, and I'm sure a lot of traders bought thinking that we are in the last phase down. But no, the price kept on going lower for the next few weeks, teaching everyone an important lesson. What I want to say is that don't push yourself over the edge and jump in too early. That also might have brutal consequences. It's better to be safe than sorry. I think it makes more sense to wait for a confirmation where the blue and orange lines shoot up high again before taking any major risks. So overall, We are back down below the bull market support band, which isn't a good indication. The KDJ is telling us to wait, and I honestly think that we are more likely to be heading here in the weeks to come. We'll see how it plays out. We have had an incredible start to this year with Fantom, but again, you can't really expect the price to go up forever, especially with the macro market conditions we are witnessing. Only time will tell. Thanks for sticking by till the end. Comment down below your thoughts on Fantom. Do you think we'll go higher or lower in the next few weeks? That was about it, and bye bye.